Hi guys, you're very welcome to this section of our web design course. In the last video, I broke down what a website is made of, where we talked about the hosting and domain name, the web languages, and the content being the primary thing that every website must have. So today, I want to show you how to buy a domain name. A domain name is like the address that people follow that leads them to where your web files are, and this can be read by web browsers such as Mozilla, Chrome, and the others. An example of domain name is facebook.com, instagram.com, yourwebsite.com or .net, and what have you. Now, there are what we call domain extensions. You may see a site and this is facebook.com. You see another person's site. Theirs is facebook.net. Another one is facebook.ng. What is the difference about these things? It is simply in their extensions, and those extensions are the dots and the words that follow it. They mean different things, and it is important that you know what each of them stand for so you can advise your clients on the best one they should go for. .com is standardly the domain extension used if you are a profit-oriented company. It stands for company. .net is very similar to .com. So sometimes when a client is trying to buy a .com and it is not available, maybe someone else has registered that name, you can go for a .net. .ng signifies that this company or this brand is resident in Nigeria and this domain is a Nigerian domain. We also have some domain extensions that come as .com.ng. This tells you that this might be a brand that has presence in several other countries, and the .com.ng tells you that this is their Nigerian extension. So that is something you should note about domain names. They mean different things. Now let us start our search. Let's say we want to build a domain name. We want to buy a domain name. There are different domain name sellers. So there are people that actually sell these names and the hosting plan. When you go to Google, for example, and you search for domain name, you'll find a lot of results. This is one from Bluehost. This is another from Namecheap. So there are different people that sell these things. And personally, I recommend Namecheap.com. This one right here, Namecheap.com. This is the one that I've been using for over 2 years now. The reason is they are very reliable. They hardly have a downtime. Sometimes you use a hosting company and then someone visits that site and there's a report that they are having a downtime, which is not good for business. But with Namecheap and many other international host providers, they have a very stable network. They hardly have a downtime. So let us search. For example, let's say we want to buy a domain name for Web Design bootcamp.com. Enter the name and hit search. Let us see what it brings. It is going to show you whether that name is available first of all, and then it will give you recommendations of other domain extensions such as what we see here, .net. This is .dev, .app. Perhaps, okay, as we see, this says that webdesignbootcamp.com is registered since 2003. Now, if you badly need this, and lucky for you, the owner really does not need it anymore. But I really doubt that someone who has registered this thing since 2003 would not need it. You can make an offer to them, and if they so choose, they can sell and transfer the domain name to you. But this rarely happens. So your option here, your best bet would be to go for a different domain extension. There's .xyz, there's .io. Now, try as much as possible to make sure that whatever domain extension you are using reflect what that thing does. So I will not use a web design bootcamp .shop because I'm not a shop. We are more of a training body. I could use webdesignbootcamp.tech, which is good. So let's say we want to buy webdesignbootcamp.xyz. This is the amount here. And if you notice, there's a smaller one that says retail is $10.8. That means the following year, this amount, $1 you see here, is for the first year. If I so choose to buy this, I'll simply add to cart, just like we shop items on the internet. And it will be added to my cart that way. And if I want, I simply go on and check out and make payment. Now, you would need an email so you can create an account with this body where you can sign in here. For example, I have an account with them and I can easily sign in, and it will show me the things that I've bought from them, such as a domain name or the hosting plan. Let us explore another host provider and see their platform. This is Bluehost. It is also an international host provider and domain name. So people that sell domain name also sell hosting plans. They always come together. Let us simply navigate to their domain section right here. I'll click on this and let us make a search. Pretty much you will find the same results. It is just that the companies differ in terms of how their site is designed, their services, and all of that. But pretty much whatever name you find available on Namecheap will be available on Bluehost, because they are fetching the name from a central body, a central system. Let us see what they have. As again, sorry, webdesignbootcamp.com is unavailable. I think Namecheap even does well to tell us when it was registered. These are the other options that they are given to you. Can you use the .org if it reflects or relates to what you do? So let's say we want to buy this. You simply just add to cart. You'll be required to create an account with them, input your email, and please let us kindly take note of this. Whenever you are buying a domain name for a client, this is what we do as a business, as a company, as Scrutiny. We always create a Gmail or an email for the clients. Let's say their name is makemusic.com. We'll create a Gmail with that word. Let's say makemusic@gmail.com. That is the email we will use in buying their hosts and their domain names, so that at the end of the project, we can hand over the login details to them. It is not professional of you to hold onto these things or to use your personal email to buy them, because people might choose not to continue working with you, and it is not professional that you hold them ransom just because you have bought this thing in your name, and then they always have to reach out to you before they are able to do anything. We also have some Nigerian-based hosting provider. The number one among them is called whogohost.ng. Whogohost.ng. Here also you can search for your domain name. And one more thing, in case you need a Nigerian domain extension such as .com.ng, .ng.gov.ng, you may not find that with foreign host providers. You will have to buy from a Nigerian seller. So let us say webdesignbootcamp.ng is going to show us first if it is available, and then it will let us know what other options we can go for. So let us wait. Okay, congratulations. Webdesignbootcamp.ng is available. I can choose to add things to cart. As usual, you will be required to create an account with them so that you can log in and access every product you have bought from them. And when I say product, I mean either a domain name, a hosting, and all other services that they offer. We have .ng, .keg, and all of that. So this is it. This is how to buy your domain name. Simply create an account with them, pay. Most of them accept any cards in the entire world, so you will not have a problem with paying. And once you do that, you can then come in and visit that site and log in into their client area. And when you log in, you will find something that looks like this. Let me open the one. All right, So after you create an account with either of these hosting companies, you would have something like this when you log in. It will be different based on whatever brand you buy from. And these are the things that I've bought from them. One of them is the domain name scrutiny.com, bridgeupafrica.org, all of these. These things will be displayed and they would always alert you when they are about to expire. And one good thing is that you can actually buy in years ahead. So it is not a must you buy just 1 year. You can buy 10 years of domain and hosting ahead of time. So that's it for domain name. Let us move on to hosting plan. How do you buy the hosting, which is the storage space where you store your web files? Most of these companies would always have a place for hosting. So let us visit their hosting and see what they have. Now, there are different types of hosting plans. There's what we call the shared hosting, the VPS, and the dedicated. If you see from their prices, these are way on the high end. Most times you would work with shared hosting. This is ideal for businesses, for startups, for individuals. These ones are people that are dealing with huge server requirements. So let us select this under shared hosting. Now, most of them come in plans. They have hosting plans based on storage space. Let us check this one. This is their basic plan. It is 3.595 per month. It will allow you host one website. Can you say this? It will also allow you 50 gigabyte storage space, unmetered bandwidth, and all of that. But this one allows you unlimited website, which means I can host yemiajibade.com on this plan. I can host Fatai Ajibade on this plan. I can host several other websites on this same plan, which is actually good. But if you know you just need it for a client, just one person, I recommend you go for the one that speaks. Same thing as for Namecheap. Namecheap also has different shared hosting plan. Remember, shared hosting is the hosting you buy when you want to create a website for individual companies. But if you are talking about people that require large users and all of that, then you'll be considering other forms of hosting plans. Look at this. This is $1.4 per month, 20 gigabytes of space, 3 websites. And if you so choose any of them, you just simply get started, add to cart. Now, Namecheap is really cool. I like the way they've organized it. They will ask you, where do you want to connect this hosting to? Because you must have a domain name before you can buy a hosting plan. You must, because that is, remember from the last description, your domain name is like the address that your browser will follow to your hosting and then access the web files that you have there and display them in those beautiful web pages that we see. You can choose to connect this to a new domain name or an existing domain name. And it will ask you, is your domain name bought from Namecheap themselves or it's a third-party domain name? If it's a third party, it will ask you to write it, such as scrutiny.com. It will search and connect them together. And then you can proceed to check out and make payments. And after that, you can log in again and access your dashboard, and you would see something like this when you access it. This is a hosting plan that I have bought for scrutiny.com. I also have the domain name here, but if you check this one, bridgeupafrica.org, there is no hosting attached to it. So this tells you that it is possible you just buy a domain name but not buy a hosting. But if you must buy a hosting plan, you need a domain name already. Either it's a fresh one or you have it existing already. I really hope you understood everything that was taught in this section. I'll go further in the next class. Thank you so much.